Plant kingdom, algae.
Vanakkam children. In this topic we are going to learn about plant kingdom in detail. Vanakkam. Mom. The living organisms found on the earth differ in their structures, habitat, mode of nutrition, and physiology. The estimated number of plant species was on the earth as 8.7 million. 1 million is equal to 10 lakhs. Among them 6.5 million species are living on land and 2.2 million species are living in the ocean. Out of them 400,000 species are flowerhood plants. The living organisms show a lot of similarities and dissimilarities, so that they can be arranged into many groups systematically. In traditional system of classification, plant kingdom is divided into two kingdoms called non-flowerhood plants, cryptogames, and flowerhood plants. Phanerogames. Good. Non-flowering plants include Thallophyta, Bryophyta, and Pteridophyta. Algae. Algae is a Latin word. Algae means seaweeds. They are chlorophyll-bearing, simple and primitive plants. These plants are autotrophs. Algae belongs to Thallophyta, and the plant body of algae is called thallus. That is, the plant body is not differentiated into root, stem, and leaf. Most of the algae are living in aquatic region. It may be fresh water or marine water. Very few algae can survive in wet soil. Some algae are very minute and float on the surface of the water. These algae are called phytoplankton. Some of the algae are symbionts, algae living with fungi, and they both are mutually benefited. Example: lichen. The branch of study of algae is called psychology or algology. Good. Algae reproduces by three methods. They are: vegetative reproduction takes place by fragmentation. Examples: Sporogyra. Asexual reproduction takes place by spore formation. Example: Chlamydomonas. Sexual reproduction takes place by means of fusion of gametes. Examples: Sporogyra and Chara. Classification of algae based on pigments. Blue-green algae. Cyanophysa. Example: Oscillatoria. Type of pigment present is phycocyanin. Reserve food material. Cyanophys and starch. Good. Green algae. Chlorophysa. Example: Chlamydomonas. The type of pigment present is chlorophyll, and the reserve food material is starch. Brown algae. Phaeophysa. Example: Laminaria. Type of pigment present is fucoxanthin, and reserve food material is laminarian starch and mannitol. Good. Red algae. Rhodophysa. Example: Polysiphonia. Type of pigment present is phycoerythrin, and the reserve food material is fluoridine starch. Economic importance of algae. Food. Algae are consumed as food by people in Japan, England, and also in India. Example: Ulva, spirulina, chlorella, etc. Some algae are used as food for domestic animals. Example: Laminaria. In Ascophyllum.
Agriculture. Some of the blue-green algae are essential for fixing of atmospheric nitrogen into the soil, which increases the fertility of the soil. Example: nostoc and anabaina.
Agar-agar. Agar-agar is extracted from some red algae, namely Gelidium and Gracilaria. It is used to prepare growth medium in laboratories.
Iodine is obtained from brown algae, like Laminaria.
Good. Space travel. Chlorella pyrenoidosa is used in space travel to get rid of carbon dioxide, and to decompose human waste.
Single-cell protein (SCP). Some of the single-cell algae and blue-green algae are used to produce protein, example chlorella and spirulina.
Floridium starch is a reserve food material of algae. Red algae. Rhodophysa. Very good. Agar-agar is obtained from which algae? Galladium. And Gracilaria. Good. Excellent. Thank you, children. Thank you, ma'am.
Like, share and subscribe. Click bell button for latest uploads. Thanks for watching our channel.